After 4 months of full-time traveling, it is hard to still be amazed sometimes. But we will show you why Kyrgyzstan literally took our breath away and convince you it is one of the best destinations for adventures. Except for one thing, which was a big setback for us. This is Louie and the Rover, destination Kyrgyzstan. This is us, Patrick, Orla and Labrador Louie. Together with our old Land Rover, we are driving along the Silk Route. We drove through Greece, Turkey, Armenia, Georgia and Kazakhstan. If you haven't done so, please watch our earlier videos and hit the subscribe button. Now we arrived in Kyrgyzstan. Meet Paul and Lydie again, a French overland couple also driving the Silk Route. After a cold river shower, we opened our trusty off-road book and made a plan. Because we will try and drive as much remote off-road routes as we can.
Okay guys, what's the plan for today?
Doing tracks 12 and having fun.
And where are we going?
We're going to a pass at 3.5 thousand meters, so it's going to be good training for us and the car for the premiere.
Yep.
And is it difficult?
I know it should be quite easy.
Alright.
Average, I would say, because rocks and all of this. So.
No, but we are too good now.
Alright, let's see.
It will be deleted from
No.
We will drive into the Tianshan Mountains near the border of China. Our end goal is a natural hot spring where we wanted to chill. We drove on an easy pista, higher and higher. And after only 2 hours of driving, we got these amazing views and decided to set up camp and chill the rest of the day.
Okay, so for the first time in Louie and the Rover history, we're making
Naan bread. Did someone say bread?
A little disclaimer before we begin. We don't know what we're doing, so we don't know if this is gonna work.
translation. What is what?
Okay. And the Greek letter. We cover it with a damp towel, and it needs to get double in size.
See you in 1 hour.
Because it was enough, I think.
This? Yeah. Do you want to eat the butter?
We need to do it again.
Yes.
Good?
Yes.
Really good.
Thing to eat?
Yeah.
This is the camping life.
Yes.
This is the life, guys.
Continued our mission to reach the hot spring, passing through a ghost village and former Soviet mining town. The scenery slowly changed here. The boys took a look in the old village. But we still had some kilometers left until the end goal. the blue clear square. Finally, this is going to be so relaxing. We set up camp close to the pool, a personal spa all day.
Are you ready for the hot springs?
Ready?
It's gonna rain?
Yes.
Louis took his own spa, and we had a hard time keeping him out of the hot water. It was so hot, you couldn't stay in for 30 seconds. So we decided to make a nice campfire and relax.
Paul, arrête, qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
I'm checking inside.
Yes, no, you're ruining everything just like always.
Come on, I'm checking if it's good or not.
I let them all fall.
The next day, we climbed in altitude. This is a staggering 3,800 meters. Beautiful roads and amazing scenery. Until...
The right shock absorber broke.
What?
Yes.
Which one?
Right, left, right.
Oh.
Pretty bad.
You know?
That was the sound.
Okay. You see what is broken?
So luckily in Almaty, just 1 week ago, we bought this spare shock absorber because the left one already broke.
Luckily, Paul helped us changing shock absorbers.
Bush
An
mechanic.
easy fix. We had to stall our plans for a bit, now that we had one welded shock absorber from Turkey and one spare. We drove to Issyk Lake to work everything out. We have to fix this, with all the kilometers still ahead. But this is not a bad place to do so. We contacted ARB if they could help. In these moments, we're so thankful for our partnership with Holafly. With Holafly eSIM, we are online and connected in each new country we visit. For emergencies like these, but also keeping our family up to date. So we patiently waited for them to call, hoping for a solution. The next day, we carefully drove to the start of a hiking trail. And then we got the call we were hoping for.
Go on for a little bit of time, so if it's easier for you guys to just ship them in, we can wait a bit.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Sorry for that. Okay.
All right, bye. We spoke with ARB a lot the last few days, and I think we found a problem, or they found a problem. They think it's about the mounting of the shock absorber. There's one problem, it is not available in Central Asia, so they have to ship it in with new shock absorbers. So we get a whole new system. So that's really nice of ARB, they're helping really good. And they're flying it in at the moment, but it still takes around 1 week and it will arrive in Bishkek and then everything has to be placed. So in the meantime, we're driving into the mountains again. Join Paul and Lily for an expedition to an old gold mine and pray that no more shock absorber break because we're out of spare parts.
We refueled and refilled all our supplies and rejoined for a new expedition.
Okay, expedition leader Paul, what is the goal of our trip?
So today the goal is to, we've just passed this path, 3,800 meters. We'll go to Arabelle Valley with the Valley of Thousand Horses, and then there is a gold mine here, but of course it's forbidden. And the goal is to reach Karasai.
Alright.
To have the valley view and camp there.
Perfect spot.
And it's a pretty hard trek, huh? Level 4.
This is easy because it's to go to the mine, so of course big trucks has to get it and to reach it, but then after it's gonna be, I think, way more complicated.
Remember this, the perfect campsite. We are already far above 3,500 meters. Glaciers like these are all around us. We passed the gold mine, crossed a lot of rivers, and reached our first camp spot at a glacier, 3,800 meters above sea level. It was truly a magnificent view. And then, at the beginning of August, it started snowing. We can tell you, it was not a fun night.
Okay, so Paul, the plan for today is to?
Go to Karasai, 50k dirt road, but first we need to start the car.
Yes, and what are we gonna find at the end of this road?
It's the most beautiful campsite of Kyrgyzstan.
Ever, right?
Yes.
That's what we've been told actually.
We have big expectations. Yeah, let's try.
Alright, let's try to get the car started.
It's coming. Perfect, 5 cylinders.
And here we go, on our way to the most beautiful campsite. An easy but beautiful pista. This is what we had in mind, getting deep into nature.
So, or is this the most beautiful ever?
Yes.
10 out of 10?
10, 11 out of 10.
Yes, totally. We are not disappointed. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. We made it.
We slowly drove further into the mountains for our next adventure.
This is 4,000 meters.
Yes, sir. We did it.
The highest I've ever been with a car.
Yeah, me too, same.
Yeah.
That's insane. They do well.
They did. Woo.
If you go to Kyrgyzstan and drive off-road, prepare for a lot of water crossings. There's so much water coming down from the mountains. We woke up early. Paul and Lydie were smart and slept in, but we almost woke them up. It's 6 in the morning. After some river crossings, this is what we see. Always worth witnessing the scenery with golden hour. We drove back to the capital, Bishkek. ARB flew all the new parts in from Australia to Kyrgyzstan. And ARB Kyrgyzstan welcomed and helped us in the greatest way possible. We visited the garage to change everything. The wheels were so stuck, a 3-man team was needed to do this task. But some cleaning and hammering did the trick. New mounts and shock absorbers ready to go.
So I was checking Instagram and I saw a really cool spot and it's called Cool. And then I had to convince all our expedition members to go there, but we didn't know where it was. So we try and search on Google Maps and then we finally found it. So we are now here in the west of Kyrgyzstan and this is an area that not a lot of tourists go. And we found out that Cool is somewhere around here. Then we found it on the map, Cool, and there's one road leading to it, although we think, and from here we have to hike, but we don't know what the condition of the track is, and we don't know if you can hike there, but that's gonna be our expedition, right guys?
That's the purpose of the expedition.
We needed to cross this bridge, but the local shepherd asked us to help the herd over the bridge.
So the bridge doesn't really look really good, but maybe we can wait and see what they do.
Yep.
We had to help the shepherd, but we failed. So he stopped his crossing. So now the guy in the Audi will go, I think. You don't trust the bridge?
Can we look at Gaia again just to be sure before we fall?
Because it merges here.
Yes, but there is no start. But
There, then there. Ah, okay. We have to do it. Thank you. Okay. So we have to do it. We have to do it.
The bridge.
There's only one option. There's no other possibility.
A new obstacle. The road totally collapsed into the valley. It has been built and rebuilt, but the mud made it really tricky. We first tried the upper side, but it was too tilted. We tried to reinforce the side of the road with wood, stones and mud. And then we slowly started to cross it. The big 130 drifted to the side, but luckily the road didn't collapse any further. And so we entered this oasis of beauty. And found the perfect camping spot. From here, we had to hike 12 kilometers.
It's burning?
we have a bread homemade here in Kyrgyzstan.
In the middle of nowhere. We're improving our camping skills.
Look.
Wow.
It's
Really nice. 6 in the morning, 9.5 hours to go. Good luck. 9.5 hours to go, or? Still fun?
yes.
Good job.
Louis had a lot of fun during the hike.
Yeah, hammer. Good boy. Hey, go. Hammer erin. Ga zwemmen dan. Good job. Oh shit. Go! So we have to cross the river here.
Aye.
So take off your shoes.
It was freezing cold.
Oh, he's cold.
almost there. And now, get ready for the most spectacular drone shots.
So I crashed the drone. Yippee!
I have a very nice drone to sell right now if you want.
It's really up.
In position.
Normally the
And,
sensors.
Can you do a find my?
Yes, but you are on sport mode, so no sensor.
It should work on this one.
And can you activate like find my drone or something?
No, there's nothing. It's just done.
All right, 1 minute of silence maybe.
Kyrgyzstan. Polo, are you having fun?
Luckily, Patrick's mood changed when we met local overlanders, sharing tea and stories, and taste delicious Kyrgyz melon. We entered the city of Osh, where we stayed in a hotel for a couple of days, preparing for the Pamir.
Nature reserve. We have to buy, so we start.
So Orla, what do you know of the Pamir?
It's the highest highway in the world. One of the highest.
Right.
And it's not really a highway also.
But first we go to...
Lenin Peak.
What is Lenin Peak?
It's one of the highest peaks of Kyrgyzstan.
Yes. Let's go. Oh yeah, baby! Yeah! It is here! Finally, we can live again!
What is it?
Normal plastic bag. Oh yeah, baby!
A beautiful track on our way to Lenin Peak, a massive mountain, higher than 7,000 meters above sea level. We wanted to sleep at the foot of the mountain. And look at this. This is Kyrgyzstan. Epic wilderness and beautiful sceneries everywhere. A place that constantly takes your breath away. Also quite literally. Sleeping at almost 4,000 meters is no joke. You feel your body in a different way. Except for Louis. Here, you can still experience real freedom, being able to wild camp in such places. We met other overlanders and concluded about Kyrgyzstan. Slowly, you see tourism on the rise, what of course is a good thing for the country. But if you still want a taste of this roughness, go now. And Kyrgyzstan will make sure you will have an epic adventure every minute. But so will we in our next video, because we will drive one of the most legendary roads in the world, the Pamir Highway in Tajikistan. See you there. And thanks again to Socia ICT, Rapid Logistics and Visser for supporting our journey.